Today, people fear things like rejection, awkward conversations, losing money, bad news notifications, or being judged online. And sure, it feels intense. But ancient humans would probably laugh at those fears. If they had time. Their world was far more brutal. Fear wasn't emotional discomfort. It was survival. A strange sound at night could mean death. Hunger could wipe out entire families. Nature showed no mercy. To understand what ancient humans feared most is to understand why modern humans still panic today, and why that ancient wiring never truly disappeared. Imagine hearing leaves crunch outside your shelter at midnight, and knowing it might be the last sound you ever hear. Ancient humans had no alarms, no walls, no police, just darkness and instinct. Predators like saber-toothed cats, giant hyenas, wolves, bears, and snakes hunted in the same territories where humans slept. According to anthropologist Richard Wrangham, the mastery of fire likely helped humans survive by scaring predators away at night. Fire became their first security system. But even then, safety was never guaranteed. A single mistake, falling asleep too deeply, wandering too far from the group, ignoring strange sounds, could mean death. That may explain why modern humans still fear darkness. The brain remembers what evolution survived, but daylight brought another terrifying question. What if there was nothing to eat? Escaping predators meant surviving the night, but surviving hunger was a completely different nightmare. Ancient humans had no farms, no refrigerators, and definitely no food delivery. Every meal depended on successful hunting, gathering, weather conditions, and pure luck. One failed hunt could leave an entire group starving for days. According to studies of the Hadza people, food sources often changed unpredictably based on seasons and migration patterns. Imagine walking miles to find berries, only to discover another animal already ate them. Brutal. Hunger weakens the body, clouds judgment, and creates desperation fast. That fear pushed humans to cooperate, create better hunting tools, and eventually develop agriculture. But before crops existed, nature controlled every meal, and nature had an even bigger way of terrifying humans beyond empty stomachs. Predators were terrifying. Hunger was brutal. But nature itself? That was pure chaos. Ancient humans faced storms, floods, earthquakes, droughts, freezing winters, wildfires, and lightning with absolutely no scientific explanation. Imagine watching lightning destroy a tree and thinking the sky itself was attacking. According to historian Yuval Noah Harari, many early spiritual beliefs likely emerged as humans tried to explain unpredictable natural disasters. A flood could erase an entire camp overnight. A drought could wipe out food sources. A harsh winter could kill entire families. Even heavy rain could destroy shelters built with limited resources. Modern people panic when their internet stops working during storms. Ancient humans feared the storm itself might erase their existence. But nature wasn't humanity's only silent killer. A predator could kill quickly. Disease was slower, and somehow more terrifying. Ancient humans had no hospitals, antibiotics, or doctors. A simple cut could become infected. A broken leg could leave someone unable to hunt, run, or survive. In 2016, researchers from Harvard University found evidence in ancient skeletons of untreated fractures, infections, and long-term diseases that caused immense suffering. Even something as basic as a tooth infection could become fatal. Childbirth was also incredibly dangerous for both mothers and infants. The worst part: people often had no idea why someone was dying. A fever, strange cough, or unexplained pain may have felt like a mysterious curse. And while illness destroyed many lives quietly, another terrifying threat could be far more unpredictable: other humans themselves. Sometimes the most dangerous creature in ancient history wasn't a lion or a bear, it was another human. Early tribes fought over food, water, land, and survival. Meeting strangers wasn't exciting. It was terrifying. Were they friendly, or preparing an attack? Archaeological evidence from Natiruc massacre revealed remains of humans killed in violent conflicts nearly 10,000 years ago, showing how brutal resource competition could become. Then there was isolation. Humans evolved in groups, and being separated from your tribe often meant death. No protection, no shared food, no one watching your back at night. Even emotional rejection may trace back to this survival wiring. That's why loneliness feels so painful today. But beneath predators, hunger, disease, and war, one deeper fear pushed humanity to transform forever. Here's the twist most people never see coming. The greatest fear ancient humans faced wasn't predators, starvation, disease, storms, or even violent tribes. It was uncertainty. That invisible fear sat behind everything. Not knowing what was moving in the dark. Not knowing if tomorrow's hunt would fail. Not knowing whether a strange illness would disappear, or slowly kill someone. Uncertainty was everywhere, and it never gave early humans a day off. And strangely enough, that constant pressure became humanity's greatest advantage. Fear forced adaptation. It pushed humans to create sharper tools, master fire, build stronger shelters, communicate better, form tribes, and eventually develop agriculture. Civilization wasn't built through comfort, it was built through survival pressure. According to evolutionary biologists at Stanford University, human adaptability became one of our species' greatest survival traits because unpredictable environments demanded constant innovation. And here's the uncomfortable parallel. Modern humans still fear uncertainty more than almost anything. Career instability, rejection, financial problems, health scares. The setting changed, but the brain didn't. So the real question is this: if ancient humans could face predators in the dark and still build civilization, what excuse does modern humanity have for letting uncertainty stop progress today?